Okay, everybody, today I'm going to show you how to use the equalizer, the channel EQ inside of LogicPro. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to delete these tracks so that way there's no confusion about what we're doing. Okay, we're going to go audio, one track. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here to loops and I'm going to pick something that has to do with drums because I want to do drums today. So let's say Atomic Garage drum here. Okay, so I'm going to play it. It's going to loop because it's got this yellow band, the cycle range. Yep, so that's going to loop. You can turn it on and off by these little buttons up here. And I think there is actually a hotkey for it, but I'm not sure right at this second. So here we go. I'm going to be looping the drum beat. Okay, so the drum beat's working there perfectly fine. We're going to come over here into the fader for this track. This is kind of like your mixing board over here. Very simple. There's one track. We'll delete this one, the audio track. Okay, so we have one track down here. I'm going to pull this up a little bit. If you see, it says Atomic G beat 1, so we know that that's track 1, and then this is your stereo output. This is a final mixer that the track 1 is going to go through when you record, or to your output. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to come over here into EQ, and boom, it looks just like the light up display on EQ for the Behringer X32 that we do in class, but this is actually a graphical interface on LogicPro. I believe GarageBand has a similar interface because Logic and GarageBand are very similar applications. They do have certain limitations per program on what they can do, but both of them are very powerful, and LogicPro is more on the creation side of things, whereas GarageBand is more on the composition side of things, and that's from my personal perspective. Okay, so we have the EQ here, and next I'm going to select, okay, so I selected channel EQ, stereo, and then this popped up. As I'm looping this, you can see the audio waves coming through. So this is your low, this is your mid-low, these are your mids, mid-high, and your highs. You can see all the frequencies, 20 hertz, 75 hertz, 100, 250 hertz, 1040, 2500, 7500, and 20,000. So next, I'm going to come over here into drums. We're going to apply the brighten hi-hat. So you can see it cut off all the lows, bumped up about 5,000 hertz, steep drop at 10,000, and a slight leveling off here. So that's just one, and then so you can use the brackets to scroll through the different equalizing presets. So this one's for the overhead mics. See, it looks like a little ski slope on this side coming from 20K down to about 1K, 1200. Okay, so that's the cleanup for the kick. Also, there's this compare button here. So that's without the equalization. Equalization. Okay, so that's simulating the drum equalizer. That's just floor tom. So I just cycled through the first 6. But if you look, there's like 20 different ones, and they're all specialized. Some are specialized for the toms, some are for kick, snare, hi-hat, refresh kick, overhead mic, equalization. So there's tons of presets here. And in your own time, if you have this software or similar software, you can kind of scroll through these and see what equalization and what cuts of what frequencies, what they produce. Synths. Okay. So here we go. We got a little synthesizer action here. I'm going to pull up the EQ on it. And let's see, EQ tools, keyboards, synth. Okay, so first I'm going to loop it without the equalization applied. It's just flat. So as you see, you can almost generate music just by changing the equalization of a looped track. The whole process and the whole reason I wanted to show this is to show what the equalization is and how it affects the way the sound travels. So I hope you learned something from this short little video, and exploring and practicing, that's what's going to make you overall better with mixing music. And none of this stuff happens overnight. There's always more to learn. Technology changes, so keep reading up. Any opportunity you get to learn something, learn, and stay hungry. All right, thanks for tuning in. Everybody have a great day. God bless.